I'm Yoni. I'm going to be working for DHL, and I'm the seller for this case.
And I'm Colin. I'm going to be the buyer in this case. My name's going to be Ben throughout this entire process. And let's get started. Come in.
Ben, right?
Yes, Yoni.
How you doing?
How you doing, man? How you doing?
Good. Thanks for inviting me in today.
Hey, thanks for coming in. We love having you.
So I saw on LinkedIn that you went to Finland to study abroad. How was that?
It was a good time. I tell you, it's a beautiful country. It's definitely a lot quieter than I expected. Not that I expected Finland to be a crazy place, but just from the things that I heard from my buddies that go there all the time, I didn't expect it to be as just scenic and as quiet as it was. But it was a great time.
That's
I loved
cool.
it.
Because I'm actually from Finland.
No way.
So this is really exciting to actually meet someone who
Right.
actually knows what we're talking about. So is that something that pushed you like towards this position as a logistic manager and kind of raised your interest in saunas and stuff?
Yeah, so I'm really big in terms of I love selling saunas. I'd always been about saunas before I'd even went to Finland. That was kind of one of the reasons I went was because obviously you guys have so many saunas. I don't know what the numbers are, but it's like every mile or something like that you've got a sauna, so it's crazy. But just going down there and getting to see everything you have, different types of saunas and stuff like that, that was one of the main reasons I kind of got pushed to kind of do this business and distribute them throughout the U.S., obviously over here. So
That makes sense.
Sure.
That makes sense. I know you're busy. I'm busy as well. And we agreed about 10 minutes today. Is that still okay?
that's perfect, absolutely.
So I would like to set the agenda for today. And I'm going to ask you some questions. I want to learn about your company. And obviously, you're going to have some questions to me as well. So just don't hesitate to ask those questions. And then after that, we can mutually decide the next best steps. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
Okay. Hey, before we start, is there anyone else who would benefit from being here right now?
I'm the big boss, so no. It's just gonna be me.
Okay. Makes sense. Hey, I want to start with a question. What are your goals for today's meeting?
My goals was obviously I called you in for like a specific reason. We're just trying to get a feel for what you, DHL, can kind of provide our company, and just to see what you guys kind of have to offer us.
Okay. Why is that important to you?
Just to kind of get a feel for what's going on out there. We're kind of unsure of where we are standing with our current supply chain management company. So we just wanted to take a look and see what was around.
Okay. So what's your current situation with your shipping provider?
Yeah, so we're with UPS right now, and we're obviously getting things from Finland. That's where we get more of our major imports. They come from Finland, overseas, and it's just taking way too long.
Okay.
It's taking way too long.
Is there any, how's that working for you, in general? Just, not taking too long, but are there any other issues?
Yeah, so on top of taking way too long, they don't give us any tracking. We have no idea where the packages are. So when our customers are calling me saying, hey, listen, you said my son was going to be within your facility at this time. It's 3 weeks past at this point. I can't tell them where it is because it's overseas. It's on a ship somewhere. It's in this container, and they don't provide me any tracking. So I have no idea.
That sounds interesting. So I would like to learn a little bit more about your company and what you guys are doing. So what's the impact that this, late deliveries or no tracking system is having right now?
So I mean, for starters, we can't inform our customers, which I think is the biggest thing. The customer always needs to know what's going on. It's their sauna, or in this case, it's their money that they're spending. They should be able to know what's going on with it. We have no idea what's going on with it. We're losing customers, we're losing clients, we're losing money every time it's being held up. So I mean, it's just a loss after a loss after a loss. It's not a good chain of events for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. So can you tell me some details, like how many shipments a week you guys get in?
Per a week, I would say we try to make on average like 5 to 10 orders a week in terms of, obviously saunas are really big. You can't have hundreds of saunas, but probably 5 to 10 a week that are coming through from Finland. We distribute them throughout the U.S., but the the ones we're getting on average, maybe 2 to 3, they're not coming on time. So it's not the numbers that we're looking for.
What's the average size and weight of those packages?
So the weight, it's actually pretty large. It's between 300 to 400 pounds. It's very large. And then in terms of size, it's like a 4 foot by 6 foot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you know, you've been in a million of them, I'm sure, since you're from Finland. They're not the smallest things in the world, but at the same time, I would just like to see where my packages are, and that's like the biggest problem I'm having is I can't figure out where they are and why they're taking so long.
Okay. So what would be the benefit of having like a supply chain management company that can actually deliver your imports on time in any weight and size?
It would mean a lot. It would mean I would have customers. I would have my money on time. I'd be able to give my customers answers. I wouldn't feel like when I say cheating them, I feel like I'd be able to give them the answers they're asking for instead of them looking at me like I kind of know what's going on, but I really don't. I have absolutely no idea what's going on. So
yeah, that makes sense. So what I understand that you're having issues with like late deliveries, kind of like you don't know where those packages are, and it takes way too long.
Way too long.
And your customers are not happy about it.
Nope.
Okay, I could show you some ways how DHL could help you to kind of like solve these problems. How does that sound?
That would be perfect, absolutely.
So, first of all, DHL was founded almost 50 years ago to provide premium level supply chain management services. Today, DHL is the global leader in this industry. First of all, DHL is known for its global expertise, service excellence, and international focus. Mm-hmm. So we're an international company, and I can back that up by saying that we operate in more countries than the UN. We're not using shipping containers. Mm-hmm. We fly everything. So that's way faster.
Yeah, totally.
We have 260 aircrafts that are dedicated to our company. We also have 6,000 certified international specialists.
Wow.
And they make sure that your packages are always on time. And that's really crucial for your company.
Absolutely.
Because you're relying on those shipments.
For sure.
Our customer satisfaction rate is like 96%, and that gives us the opportunity that we can offer the money back guarantee if you don't get your packages on time. So like that's a benefit for you, and we can also offer great tracking system. So right now you're lacking that tracking system,
100%.
and you don't know where your packages are. Our system is up to date online, and you can always check where your packages are. So just like our slogan says, it's excellence, and it's simply delivered. So do you see how something like this could benefit you?
Yeah, absolutely. That company sounds excellent, to be honest with you.
Well, I'm glad I was able to meet you today, and I think today's meeting went well.
Yeah, absolutely.
But what is more important, I kind of want to know, what do you think?
Yeah, so like I said, you've said all the right things today, and everything you're saying is perfect in towards of what I need from my company. The only problem I'm having is I know DHL is a little pricier than what I'm currently using right now, UPS. So I think that's the biggest thing for me is you guys are a little pricier than where I am at right now.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is that you're saying that you're really like concerned about the pricing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad you brought that up. That's a good question, and like price is consideration in every purchase.
Absolutely.
But I know how you feel, Ben. Like there's so many logistic managers that felt the same way, but then they found that when they switched to DHL, their customer satisfaction rates went uphill. So we can offer you the best quality service in terms of shipping. We're not going to be the cheapest one, but we're a premium level supply chain management company. And we're market price aligned. So your customers, they deserve better service. And what I've heard today really tells me that that's really crucial for your company.
Absolutely, very crucial.
And we can ship every weight and size. So, and we also fly those. So like that's way quicker.
Right.
In the long run, you're saving so much money.
Make a good point.
So did I explain that okay?
Yeah, absolutely. You explained it very well.
That's great. So I promised to stick to 10 minutes today.
Mm-hmm.
I've gained so much good information today. I'd love to go back to my office and, maybe come back here next week with some better details for you. Maybe with some pricing details and stuff like that. How does that sound?
I think I might be a little busy next week. Can we try and do 2 weeks or?
I mean, what I've heard today is that this situation is pretty, time sensitive right now. We can definitely meet in 2 weeks, but I'm just saying that next week we can get things rolling, and you would have a new provider in 2 weeks.
Yeah. All right. Let's do next week then.
Okay. So how about like the same time next week?
Sure. Absolutely. Okay. Sounds perfect.
Hey Ben, thanks for meeting me today, and we'll see you next week.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks.
11 minutes on the dot.